This is Angela from EWAN Support. In this video, we will discuss how to specify LAN devices and adjust firewall settings for Talk2M Free Plus account. Talk2M provides secure remote access to industrial equipment behind an EWAN industrial VPN router. By default, all equipment on the EWAN's LAN is accessible through an eCatcher connection. However, what if I only want some of the equipment to be accessible? It may be that several pieces of equipment need to be on the EWAN's LAN, but for safety or security reasons, only some of those devices should be accessed remotely. Or perhaps a device should only be accessed remotely on a specific port or by a specific protocol. Using the Talk2M firewall settings, you can restrict access to devices behind the EWAN. For Talk2M Free Plus accounts, there are two levels of Talk2M firewall available: Standard and High. The Standard firewall level is the default firewall level for all new EWANs added to a Talk2M account. With the Standard firewall, all devices on the EWAN's LAN are accessible through an eCatcher connection. When you connect to an EWAN and eCatcher, if its firewall level is standard, you will see an open padlock in the active connections display. When an EWAN's firewall level is set to high, you can restrict which Ethernet devices behind the EWAN are remotely accessible. Only those Ethernet LAN devices explicitly identified in the list of accessible devices can be reached through Talk2M. When you connect to an EWAN and eCatcher, if its firewall level is high, you will see a closed padlock in the active connections display, and a list of accessible devices will appear. In the high-level firewall setting, you can also restrict what protocols and, if necessary, which ports are accessible through an eCatcher connection. To adjust an EWAN's firewall level and to add LAN devices, log into eCatcher as a user with administrator rights. Select the appropriate EWAN and click on Properties. Then select Configure LAN Devices and Firewall. Adding a LAN device to your EWAN will automatically set the firewall level to high. However, you can manually adjust the setting as well. To add a device, click on Add LAN Device. Enter a name and an IP address. You can also enter an optional description. If there are restrictions on the protocol for this device, select the appropriate protocol from the drop-down menu. And if necessary, specify the port. You can also specify if this device can be accessed over M2Web. More information about configuring M2Web access is available in our other videos. Once the device is defined, click OK to save your settings. On the Configure LAN Devices and Firewall screen, you can also delete or modify existing LAN devices. Once your list is complete, click OK.